All right, jazz piano for saxophonists. Get yourself a teacher. Get a lesson from a piano player. Learn a bit about the piano keyboard. We've been trying to integrate some knowledge of the piano as we learn the harmony. So that's my recommendation, and you can certainly take it further by getting some lessons with a pianist. So this exercise that I'm going to demonstrate right now comes from David Berkman. We were on tour in Japan a few years ago, and we had a day off, and David said, hey, why don't we give each other a lesson? So I gave him a lesson, or I taught him a few of the things that I have been studying about melody, and he showed me this very simple piano exercise which has helped me to gain more fluency at the keyboard. I know my way around, but I hadn't ever really tried to play in time, and I find it to be, it's definitely helped me to have worked on it a little harder. So David's exercise that he gave me was 1 and 7 in the left hand, 3 in the right hand. So I'll start in C. That'll be C, B, and E. And so the first thing he had me do was just pick my way around, not doing any voice leading, but just finding 1, 7, and 3 for each chord. So, and then F, E, A, B flat, A, D, E flat, D, G, A flat, G, C, D flat, C, F, G flat or F sharp, F, A sharp or B flat, B, A sharp, D sharp, tone, D, C sharp, F sharp, G, F sharp, and B. And then he recommended that I practice that in time. And I like to use Drum Genius to make it a little bit more interesting. So I set myself a tempo that I think I can manage. It was a little bit slower at the beginning. I'll see how I do now. And what I'm trying to do is, if I make a mistake, stay in the time. 2, 2, 3, 4. Just a hair too fast for me. I got a little creative. As soon as I started to try to get a little creative, then I had to scramble a little bit to stay in the time. So what I want to do is move the tempo down a little bit, give myself a little bit more ease. I want to practice playing in time. Same thing I do with the saxophone. I want to be comfortable. I want to be playing in time. And if I do something that disturbs the time, I want to notice that and slow the tempo down so I can do it and stay swinging all the way through. 2, 3. That's the idea. You get the idea. And I've just done it with major chords. You can do that with minor chords and dominant chords as well. Half diminished chords. Take them all through the cycle of fifths. That'll help you burn in the cycle of fifths, burn that deeply in your brain, and also get a good feeling for how things are moving at the piano. And then, so that already makes it fun for me to do it with Drum Genius. And then I'll try this with a tune and see if I can make my way through in the same way. But now I'm following a chord progression. So I decided to choose a simple one that I play a lot on saxophone, but that I haven't practiced at the piano, So I've chosen Faire de Gros Face on the Trail for now, in the key of F, and I'm just going to do the same thing. It's got 4 bars of F and then a 5th bar of F in the 5th bar. So I may, if I can manage it, I may try to move a few things around. Like instead of just playing 2, 3, 4, I might try to go up the scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, G minor, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4. For example. Okay. So here's a little bit of On the Trail with some drum accompaniment. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just going to do it very simply the first time through. Was to try to show you me trying something, making a mistake, and if I make a mistake, not to stop, but to stay in the time and find the next bar if I can. And you know, in a real life situation, you might have to wait 2 bars. The whole point is to not disturb the groove. Not disturb the groove. Keep the groove going. Okay, I hope that helps. Find a tune, see if you can pick your way through it, and after you feel like you know it, 1, 7, and 3, put on a metronome or Drum Genius if you like that, and see if you can make your way through the tune in time. Ought to help your saxophone playing if you can, like I was just trying to do, add some chords to fill up that space of F major for 4 bars, playing some F major, G minor, F major, G minor, C, doing some things to fill up that space. If I get used to thinking that way, and I can see that at the piano, that'll help me as a saxophonist also to be creative and flexible with the changes. Play a different set of changes. My goal is to play a different set of changes each chorus. I hope that's interesting to you as it is to me.